The concept of eating locally sourced and organic foods has slowly moved from a small niche market to a somewhat broader audience as people start to pay more attention to what they eat and where it comes from. For local entrepreneur Martha Stone, this lifestyle is nothing new for her. She's been catering to this market for the better part of the past 20 years. Since late 2013, she's been doing her business from a very unique spot. We stopped in by her office one day to find out what goes into a day's work.
You may have passed by the Bennies Plaza in Plymouth and thought nothing of that little red shack in the center. If you did, maybe you thought it was the hut for the parking lot attendant. Or if your memory goes back far enough, you may have even thought it was an old photo mat.
Back in the Stone Age, people used to take these things to this place to get their pictures developed. And right now some of you are probably wondering, how do people take pictures without using their phones? Well, they did, and it would take a couple of weeks to finally get their pictures back once they brought their film here. But now folks are coming to this place to get delicious, healthy food, and the service is a lot quicker.
Yeah, I'm a lot faster than a photo mat.
That's Martha Stone, owner of Martha's Eat Local, and you'll find her, and only her, in this booth Monday through Friday between the hours of 11 a.m. and 3 p.m., serving up locally sourced food and drink from the network of farmers and distributors that she's maintained over the years. Stone is no stranger to the location either, having run a restaurant in this plaza for 10 years. After leaving to embark on several other local and organic food business ventures, she found her way back here when the opportunity presented itself in November of 2013.
It was important to me to open in November because it was before the Thanksgiving parade. And I knew that just the volume of people that are in the parking lot here, I wanted the exposure. I didn't do a full menu. I had like coffee and muffins and things like that, but just to get the exposure.
And it worked. Stone also had a decent following from her previous endeavors, which has helped keep things going.
Had I not had people that were looking for me, I probably wouldn't have been able to make it. Most of my daily clients are regulars. People in the summertime, sometimes I'll get people from across the street, the Cold Spring or the Best Western, and they do have a lot of European visitors, so they enjoy the type of food that I do. And other people, you know, referrals or Facebook, or, you know, they look at pictures. I post pictures on Facebook every day of food that I'm working on.
Stone is admittedly low tech. She relies on word of mouth and her Facebook page to drum up business and serves anywhere from 15 to 25 meals on a given day. And while there is some prep to be done here in the shop, the majority of the work is done in an off-site kitchen, and that can start as early as 7:30 in the morning.
Different days I have different pickups, so I have like an 8:30 pickup on Friday, so I'll start earlier so that I can do that pickup and not skimp on my time. I try to do the bulk of my work in the morning, but sometimes I have to go back to the kitchen and work at night too.
Most of the folks heading through the drive-thru are regulars, but occasionally someone new drops by.
If somebody's new or they tell me they're new in town, you know, I like load them up with information about the farmers market and local food scene, and I ask their names, I make notes, I do a lot of crazy things to remember people's names. And I thank them for coming. You know, people will say, this is my first time here, I don't know how it works. And I'm, well, welcome, you know, I'm glad you're here.
Reporting from the Bennies parking lot in downtown Plymouth, I'm Brian Sullivan, PACTV Community News.